What's up, besties? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Heyyyy Bestie, and in today's video we're gonna go ahead and do our paycheck budget for, y'all don't mind the light change, I just made it pink. So unorganized, but I'll get there, y'all. But yeah, so in this video we're gonna go ahead and do my paycheck breakdown for March 15th. We're also going to stuff our envelopes and also our sinking funds as well. I was going to break the video up, but as y'all told y'all in my little community post yesterday, this week has just been whooping my ass. So y'all, I said, all right, we're just going to do it all one video. All right, y'all. So before we begin, I'm going to go ahead and get our affirmation. And I do want to show you guys, I did finish my little case here. There's some change in here. Why, I don't know, but there is change in here. But y'all, I finally finished it. This is all AB glass rhinestones and I am obsessed. I should have put like something on here, but because the container itself is not like a product that I personally sourced, I didn't want to take away from that. But the case itself is from Cloth and Paper. It came in one of our subscription boxes. It was a recipe card holder. But y'all, isn't she like, she gives, right? Like, it's just so good. It's so cute. Everything is just very uniform. But yeah, y'all, I'm obsessed. And yes, she does open and close. But right now, I just have, I don't know why there's quarters in here, but this is where I'm storing my affirmation cards when I'm done reading them to you guys. Next project will be this. We're going to bling this out with the same color stones. And I have some other things that I'm looking to do as well, and just trying to figure out like what products I want to add to my shop and this, that, and the third. So just stay tuned, y'all. It's going to be a slow and steady type of progress, but just stay tuned. Today's affirmation, it says, are these even affirmations? Yes. So today's card says, scream, yell, freak the F out, and then go do something that matters. Yes, ma'am. Yesterday, this was literally me. Yesterday, I had to scream, I had to yell, I had to freak out. And then now, today, I'm doing something that matters. So crazy. Let's get into, before we actually get into like the cash and all of that, yeah, before we get into the cash and all of that, I want to go towards my expenses. I've been trying, y'all. It's a struggle, but I have been trying. So I do want to go ahead, and I feel like I've done all of these ones already. I'm just going to mark like where I'm currently. So for these, let's see where we are. So, okay, so I'm here. This is where I am. I already took, oh, I done took it off. I took the money from the other spots already. So I just need to worry about from here and down. All right, so we did some spending, y'all. We did a lot of spending on Amazon. It's the wrong binder. We did a lot of spending on Amazon, so there's that. And again, I'm trying to be more mindful of the things that we are spending. So one, I'm not just, using the money that's personally in my checking account. The money that's personally in my husband's checking account. Obviously, like, our bill account is for bills, so we shouldn't be spending the money out of there anyway. But yeah, so Amazon, I had got me a couple of things just for the house. I did exactly spend $80 with tax, which was insane. So we're going to go ahead and take the $80 out of my envelope and my husband's envelope as well. He got some things too. It just so happened that his was actually like $77, but he said it's okay to take the full 80. And because he said it's okay, that's what we're going to do. I don't think there's nothing else from this envelope we need to take out to put back in our account. Tech, I had to get another freaking what is this thing called? I had to get a what is it called? One of those wireless headsets. That's what I ended up getting for while I'm at work, y'all, because the one I got is cool and all, but like everyone kept on saying I sound like I was underwater. And of course my job, though that I work in California, my job is based off of the East Coast, so it would have took them a while to send me one. So I just went ahead and bought one because I wanted it to be wireless. But I'm still getting the same complaints, so I really feel like it's something with my computer itself that's stopping my, like, messing up my sound. But yeah, okay, so we did all of those. This one, King's Essentials, that is back here. The kids, okay, so $40 out of here. Let's see what we got. 50. Ooh, okay, so I need to break change real quick. So cool. So that leaves them with $20, $30, $40 left in kids essentials. They wanted some nonsense, you know. I'm trying to live a softer life and, you know, provide my kids with a lifestyle, you know, that I feel like they deserve. So I let them get like a little knick-knack. It was literally like $9.99 each off of Amazon, because they were watching me and their dad, not my dad, excuse me, pick stuff up. Oh, I need this one still. And then we spent, one of my future business ventures is to be like a hair supplier. Like, I want to own a hair boutique. I don't want to sell wigs. I don't want to like do installs or anything like that. It's solely my sister. But I did want to, I want to be like a distributor for hair. So I just want to sell their hair, if that makes sense. I don't want to do anything else. I just want to sell it. So I bought these vendors. Just trying to do my research, and that was actually $40. Well, it was $36, but I'm just going to take $40. And put this back. So left in business is 100, 200, 300, 400, 450. I still need to get my business license, and not my business license for my hairline just yet. But I do need to register my business in the state of California. And I'm probably gonna do that on Monday since it's now the weekend. I keep forgetting to do it because right now it's not 100% a priority. I want to get like my products and whatnot together. So there's that. Also, with our budget for this week, let me go ahead and flip to that. With our budget for this week, y'all, I did try. Now, I did map it all out. I knew what I needed from the ATM, y'all. I did it. But when I went to the ATM, they didn't have any 50s, so I had to supplement. And they didn't have any 5s or 1s. So I'm left without those numbers, so we'll see. But to go back into our bill pay account and or checking account, depending on which one it went to, I know the amounts, and I could just look here to see like what goes what, because I use, obviously my husband used his card for his, I use my card for mine, and then for the rest of those, you know, I might hear the kids in the background, the rest of these, they came out of our bill pay account because I don't have a business account just yet. So but yeah, going back into the account is 50, 100, 150, 190. Whoa. Y'all, bear with me. 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 280. So we have $280 that's going back into the bank. I'm just going to stick that right there. And then let's get into our budget. I'm actually just going to go ahead and take this out. I took too many pages. And y'all, the release is coming up for the baddies and budgets planner. I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited. All right, so hold on, y'all. Let me go tell them kids I'm filming because they are extremely loud. So BRB. All right, y'all, I'm back. So let me take a sip of my little coffee that I made this morning. Y'all, I struggle with drinking coffee. I absolutely love it, but I struggle drinking it consecutively so that it doesn't get watery. All right, we're ready. Okay, so paycheck breakdown for this week. My paycheck was net was $1,935, y'all. This is high for this type of paycheck for me. And I was like, why did I get paid so much? Like, I thought it was a mistake, because my paychecks are really around like 16 or so, like after taxes and like all of my deductions for my very first paycheck of the month. If you're new here, I'm paid semi-monthly. So my first paycheck usually includes my bonus, and then my second paycheck in the month doesn't include anything, or like any overtime or nothing like that, depending on like what the week. So that one's always less. Y'all, I completely forgot that at my job, they give you the option, if you're going to work like President's Day or Martin Luther King Day, that you either can get an additional vacation day, they call it like floating holiday, or you can get time and a half. And I worked that day, so I chose time and a half. So that's why this check is so high, plus my bonus. And I don't think I had any additional like overtime on it, because my job just doesn't have overtime. But I did wanted to go ahead and write all my numbers out, because again, I knew this video was going to be a little lengthy. So yeah, let's see. So 1935 plus 120, so we're working with $2,055. I think in the month of, what is this month? March. In the month of April, I do want to try a zero-based budget and see how that works for us. It honestly, right now, it does work for us to take what we need and leave the rest inside of our account. But what I've realized is that when we take what we need and we leave the rest inside of our account, if it's accessible, we're spending it. So I do want to try to do that. I do also want to figure out like how I can stuff my bills. I might have to break like my car down a bit more, break his car down a bit more, like our higher end bills. I might have to do that. Our rent, we've already broke this down as much as we possibly could. So this is going to stay the way it is. So that's $677. And we all know that's due on the 1st. My husband's bonus, though we included it, I didn't include it here. So his gas and his gas and like his spending money is there. So that's why we're not including it over here. So for our variable expenses, we have $20 for gas, $150 for groceries, $20 for a household, $40 for kids and myself, but we're getting $20 each. Boys Cuts is getting $20. Self-care is getting $40. Starbucks is getting $10. And then realistically, miscellaneous was supposed to get $5. That was the plan. So I'm still going to include it just in case I can break change somewhere throughout the process. So we're going to say $305. But of course, the ATM ain't have any 5s. And y'all, ain't no telling what. I mean, I have some ones, but I think that's for my savings challenge. And that was ones for my husband from what he didn't spend this previous week. So ink has went up. One, I was actually under budgeting for ink. But then I also got an additional printer. So I got a laser printer for the simple fact that I do want to start making cash envelopes and whatnot. So I did go ahead and buy a laser printer. But y'all, my regular printer works just fine on vellum. So it was like I bought it, and when I tested it out, I really could have returned it, but it wasn't that expensive. So I was just like, I can just keep it, just in that way I can run both of them at the same time. Like once I open up my shop, I can just run both of them at the same time versus just running one consecutively. So yeah, there's that. So that went up. So one of my subscriptions, I do ink and paper, and then the other one is just ink. So it's just $11, which isn't bad for ink and or paper, and I don't have to worry about running out of ink. When my printer gets low, they'll send it to me. They actually already sent me ink, literally. So, and then this Lemonade, I don't think I've ever explained what this is, but Lemonade here in the state of California, it is renter's insurance. So we rent our townhouse here. So we pay $18 to rent our renter's insurance. Well, for our renter's insurance. So this was a total of $29. This was a very short week for bills. And I'm so, well, we're not done, but I am very grateful that we had the opportunity to pay off some stuff in January, because baby, the list of bills would have been crazy. As you guys know as well, another subscription I had was Class Dojo, was my son's tutoring, but we had scaled that back because the school has now picked it up. So he is able to do it in school for free through the programs in California versus me having to pay for it. So that is wonderful. This week, we're only paying $70 to our credit card. Y'all, oh, geez. And I knew I went through it. That's why I touched it. I still have to take out my money for debt, but I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I just want to go and just take all of the money out for debt and put it on the card now, or should I do it like every 2 months? Because I want to put a hefty payment, on it, or should I just save up for one card, pay it off that way and do like my debt snowball based off of that. I don't know yet, which is why the money is still sitting there, but eventually it will go to where it needs to go. All right. So there's no point in me adding up all these numbers, because I'm just going to jump right into the stuffing and we're going to call it a day. So, and I'm getting a late start to the day. I know I was supposed to have like this video filmed and all that, but like I said, the week was kicking my ass, so it is what it is, y'all. All right, so before we get into this, y'all, where's my card? Oh, it is in there. Okay, let me get the cash out. I'm moving a bit too fast, and that's okay. So we have the cash here, and y'all, like I said, I tried to do a thing, but the ATM just spit it out to me. It's not organized at all whatsoever, so I do want to make sure that I can at least do that, and then we can go from there. Like I said, the ATM did not in any way organize the money. And I know that's probably like an extreme function for the ATM to do, so I'm not upset, but I didn't do this before. I just took the money out, stuck it in my bag, got in the car, and left. That's literally all that I did. And I also tried to like keep it flat so that I didn't have to fold it. So that was decent as well. And all of these bills are literally crusty. None of these bills are like super smooth. And again, it's fine. No big deal. All right. So with the money that we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. 20, 40, 60, 80. Y'all, I need to count it right. This is 4. Oh, shoot. We know where 4. 20, 40, 60, 85. 20, 40, 60, 86. 20, 40. So we should now be at 640, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 240. Y'all, my brain. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 210, 220, 240. Y'all, my brain, what is going on with me? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250. Because what in the world, y'all? So 250 and 3 ones. Raggedy ones, but ones nonetheless. So we have $893, y'all. My brain be running a mile a minute. Like, I really got to get it together. Like, I truly, truly do. All right, so our envelope. So gas is getting low-key. These are starting to piss me off, but I'm trying to, like, y'all, I'm trying. All right, so gas is getting 20. Groceries is going to get 150. So we're going to do 100, 120, 140, 150. Yes. Household is going to get 20. My envelope is getting 20. Kids is getting 20. We have plans to go get ice cream later once their dad gets home from work, so that money will be gone. Hubby has his. I just transferred it into his account. Well, I didn't transfer anything, honestly. I just left his bonus money that gets deposited into his account. Boys Cuts is getting 20. They actually need to get their shape up and haircuts scheduled. If you guys don't know, Isaac gets braids now, so he'll only be getting the shape up. Kaden gets his haircut, and my husband gets his haircut. So in Boys Cuts, they are getting $20, $40, $60, $80. Well, they're not getting $80. We just added 20. So they now have $80 for their cut. So they're actually ready to go ahead and to schedule their cut. Y'all had to make sure I'm still in the frame. Self-care is getting 40. As you guys see, my nails are no longer purple. I went short because I have to braid my son's hair. I have to braid my daughter's hair, and also my hair too, because I got a wig made. So we got to do that. Starbucks is getting $10, which I probably should have put budgeted 20, or maybe me and my husband will both get like grandes instead of me getting a venti, because he gets Starbucks when we go too. And we're gonna come back to miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is supposed to get 5, but we're gonna come back to it just in case I'm able to make something shake with our other envelopes. All right, so let's jump into our sinking fund. So let's start with this one. So empty slate, but my envelope is getting $10. My husband's envelope is also getting $10. And y'all, I didn't notice it before. This one's not splitting, but oh my god, this one is. I literally just noticed it. That's the one thing about these envelopes, that you have to be like super careful that they don't split up at the top. This one's gonna eventually end up splitting. Y'all know this ain't the part of the video, but you know, I paid my money for these, so yeah, this one's splitting too. All right, each of the kids are getting $20, so let's go ahead and add that there. So Kaden now has 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 205. So Kaden has a 5. Okay, he has a 5. I'm not gonna take it, but he has a 5, and we need a 5. Kimora, she is also going to get $20. And she now has 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 205. So all of the kids' amounts are still going to be the same. Isaac also getting $20, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 205. Tortor also gonna get 20, and she has 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 205. All right, back to school is getting $30. Just before you know it, it'll be here. So back to school has 20, 40, 50, 60. Oh, what's this one? Bills just be bent. Back to school now has $60 in it. Emergency is getting $40. Y'all, I think low-key I want to condense some of these envelopes because I feel like I have a lot. And with getting the baddies and budgets one, I just want to make sure I can fit my categories, y'all know, in the boxes. So like some of these I might just group together. Like I want to keep my nieces and my nephews' money separate from my kids' envelopes. But I think I might group kids' essentials and college together because that's still essentials. So I might be able to group that one together so that one, you know, the car can go in high priority. And then girl self-care is a separate envelope because that's more so for like me and the girls. Like we obviously have much more maintenance than like the boys do. So that one needs to stay separate. Maybe my household and pantry. Instead of separating those two out, I can then make this one sinking fund. So it can just be like household and pantry restock. And that's for like when I want to go to Costco. If I wanted to go, like we want to go to a big grocery haul. Dream home. As much as we want to buy a home here in California, we're just not ready for that yet and the type of home that we want. I feel like low-key I can probably remove that envelope, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. But anyway, where were we? Y'all, where were we? Emergency. I think emergency had 7 something last time. So if I have more than $700, I did add the money here. If it's more than $700 here, I think it was like $750. I think, I don't know. I don't remember exactly. I can probably check my I can check here real quick. I know it was something, I just don't remember exactly. No, because I didn't do it there. And I don't think I wrote it down. I remember I added $400, but okay. So it should have I added $400 last week. So it should be $770. If there's more than $770, then I have what I need. So emergency has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 720, 740, 760, 780, 800, 810. So I did add the money in here. So we now have $810 in emergency. Taxes. This is also an envelope. I might be able to do away with it. I'm waiting on one final call from the IRS. But we might be able to get rid of this one too. And if so, we'll just reallocate the funds, probably in emergency, to be honest. Okay, so taxes got 10. So we are at 100, 200, 300, 320, 340, 350. So taxes now have $350. And if I don't allocate it to emergency, it's going to go in business. You know, we got to spend a little money to make a little money. All right. So before I forget, date night used to be a cash wallet envelope, like a daily spending envelope. I'm going to now make it a sinking fund. So that's why it's here, because with my husband's schedule and whatnot, it's just sometimes it just feels like it's impossible for us to do stuff. It's better if we like plan for it and like make it do what it do that way. So date night is going to get $10. So date night now has 20, 40, 60, $70 in date night. And this could also be like things that we decide that we want to do at home. If we want to do like a little, you know, sit down in the living room. We got the fireplace fixed, so I'm so happy about that. But if we just want to sit down, you know, have some wine, put a little blanket down, do a little painting, or, you know, whatever people like to do these days. Do a puzzle. I know that's something that we want to go and get tomorrow. Let's go get a puzzle. But yeah, so date night now has $10. Okay, so we are officially on track. So Kids Essentials is getting $20. So they now have $20, $40, $50, $60 in Kids Essentials. No one needs anything. So that is good there. Clothing is getting $20. Actually, this money is actually already spent, but it is what it is. We're just going to beef up the envelope until we can pay my account back. I had got some clothes from Shein, and I'm going to have to do a quick little run as well. Probably Old Navy, between Old Navy, Target, and Shein. Also Macy's, because that's where I get a lot of Cadence clothes from, for the summer, since it's going to start getting warm here. It gets warm like late, like it's kind of like warm here now, but it's not like hot, so like 70s and 80s. I'm not sending my kids to school in jeans here. There's nothing but sun, so I'm gonna have to go and get them some shirts. So clothing now has $120. So this is also another envelope that we're going to beef up, but we are anticipating additional deposits. Like my mom was a I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes when I talk too much, my mouth gets so dry and I feel like I'm a choke. But my mom worked for the state of Delaware for 25 years. So myself, my brother, and my grandmother is able to receive her pension. So we'll be getting more. And I know I budgeted for spring clothes to go in here. Well, spring and summer, including their sandals. I don't think I included sneakers, but I'll come back to that when it's time. College is getting $20. This is also one I'm going to keep it. But as I said before, with my mom passing, she made sure my kids were well taken care of with her insurance. And one of the stipulations is, you know, some of the money is for them to go to college. So I'm very grateful that that's something that she was able to do for them. So yeah, they have more than what they need for when the time comes. So college is getting $20. I just put it there. So college now has $100, $200, $240. Oh my goodness, y'all, my brain. $100, $200, $220, $240, $260, $270. So college now has $270. And again, they are, when Caden turns 18, they'll be okay. And then Kamora turns 18 right after that. So they'll be good to go. Debt is getting $40. So debt now has $100, $200, $220, $240, $260, $280, $300, $310. So this is actually going to be a decent, but maybe if I do like one more stuffing, this is actually going to be a decent amount to put on one of our cards. Month ahead is going to get $30. You know, we are very far away living here in California from being a month ahead, but we're going to get there. So month ahead now has 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 190. Let me just double check because y'all know my accounting be backwards. So we have $190 in a month ahead. Family is getting $20. I've heard people earning their money. I don't know if I'm that like curious to do it, but like I do want my bills to be like a bit more crisp. So I just put the $20 in. What envelope is this? Okay, so family time has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 111. So we have $111 in family time. Birthdays and anniversaries is getting $10. The next birthday is Isaac. And of course, my nieces and nephews' envelopes are going to be separate. So if I'm being technical, my next couple of birthdays is my nephew Zion and my niece Lanaya. I actually just had another niece. Her birthday was this past week. Little bitty Jocelyn. But yeah, so B-Day and anniversary, but this is just for us. So this is just like my kids and my anniversary and my husband and I envelope for our birthdays. So we got $10. So we now have 100, 150, 170, 180, 190. So we have $190 in birthday and anniversary. All right, car repair is getting $20. I feel like I need to go get a tune-up or just take my car to go get serviced. My husband's job, like this 20 is just so crazy. I think I'm gonna swap this one. My husband's job, he does oil changes, so I don't have to worry about like those kinds of things, but my car has not been serviced, and when we drove across the country, that should have been one of the things that we went to go do, and it hasn't been. I also don't know nothing about cars, so when my husband says it's time, but I do want to make sure we have the money available to get my BMW serviced and his Nissan serviced. So we have 100, 200, 220, 240, 260 in car repair, and I know this is nowhere near enough, but we'll get there. All right, like, and these envelopes were just so beautifully made, and I've had these envelopes for a while. They're just so beautifully made, and this is like how I would make my envelopes, with just like, I don't know if you guys can see, but like just that bit of gapping right there up at the top to make sure like it doesn't cut the vellum. Yes. All right, so that's for that one. Where were we? We just did car repair. Okay. Dream Home is getting $10. So Dream Home now has 100, 200, 220, 240, 250. And again, some of these envelopes are going to go away come April. Just to like simplify them a bit. Vacation is getting $10. So Vacation now has 100, 200, 220, 240, 250. Business is getting $20. So Business now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 350, 370. So 370 in Business. Luxury is getting $10. So we now have $50 in luxury. I have my eye on one particular thing. It's going to take me a minute to save for it, but I do have my eye on an item. Home is getting $20. Low-key, I feel like we're going to end up spending this tomorrow, but it is what it is. So Home now has $41. Not a lot, and it doesn't cover what it is that I want to get for the house. It might. We'll see. Tech is now going to get $10. Planner also is going to get $10. I thought I was going to end up like buying some products from the Happy Planner release. I am not. So Planner now has 20, 40, $50-$60 in planner, but I do anticipate buying the planner from like I said, Baddies and Budgets. So I'll probably use what's in planner plus my envelope as well. Okay, so planner has 60. Oh, I'm looking for more envelopes because I still have cash here. So I am going to go ahead and put the money here for the envelopes that I am going to create. So I'm going to create a household envelope, but I think I'm going to mix it. So it's going to be household, just like probably like household and pantry restock. And maybe not just pantry, but just like household restock is probably what I'm going to call it. So it's going to have $20, I guess, now, but I did budget $210 for that. Health is also my final 20. Health is also going to get some money as well, y'all. I still feel like I have so much cash sitting here. What in the world? I literally have mad cash sitting here. What did I skip? Okay, we'll circle back, but I'm confused. I am confused because I have all these 10s. Like, where did they not go into their spots? I don't know. Let's just keep on going. So we ended with planner. All right. Okay, so yeah, we did skip some. All right, so we ended with planner. So my nieces and my nephews are getting $10. And then our household and pantry has 20. Right, where did this last 20 come from? Health is getting 20. Then we have our support envelope, my girls self-care envelope, our spoiled envelope. All right, so let me count all of this up. So for envelopes that we don't have created yet, we should have 10, 10, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10. So I have $90 here. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay. So this is all for the envelopes that I need to create. And that's it. Why do I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, $43 still sitting here? And I know my husband gave me, that was the 13 he had in cash. So I have an extra $30 sitting here. And actually, technically, I should have $25 because 5 goes to, 5 should go inside of, what's the name? Okay, well, it's here. It's accounted for. The money in my, I don't know what went wrong. What went what, but yeah, whatever. We're going to keep it pushing. Let's go into our 100 envelope. And I can actually move this stuff out of the way because we are done with that. But in our 100 envelopes, he originally gave me $13. So I'm going to do that one. I really, oh, I can't do 4 episodes because then I could do 3. But if I was to add this 10, I could actually do 43. But no, let's just do what we were supposed to do. All right. So we have this here. Okay. So we have our 13 here. Y'all, I still have 30. Technically, it's $25 left. I could do that one, but I'm not going to. Okay. So where do I want to put this? And if you seen the mistake that I made, definitely let me know. I'm going to stick an extra 10 in debt. Because I would put this in my kids, but I don't have 4. So, and there's no, y'all seen, there's no extra 5s. There's literally no extra 5s. And I don't have enough to do everybody. So I'm going to put it in debt. Let's do clothing. Because again, my son wears the same size shoe as I do. My oldest son, KJ. So we're going to do debt, clothing, and we're going to be smart, and we're going to do planner. Because again, I want to make sure I have the money available for the baddies and budgets planner. And I'm anticipating it being about like $100 or so. So planner now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. And then I'm going to recount. My other ones I just added it to. So debt now has 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 310, 320. Which ones did we do again? We did debt, planner, and did I do month ahead? Or clothing? We did clothing. Wherever it's at. And clothing now has 100, 120, 130. Alright, y'all. So that is all of our stuffings for the week. Go ahead and put that back. But that is our stuffings for the week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications. And let's start doing like a question per like video. I don't even know what to call it, but question for today's video. Let's see what we want to add. What is your spring break plans? Leave a comment and let me know down below. Alrighty, besties, stay tuned, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, besties.